it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio. Welcome to a video hop, and this one is called hashtag Artsy Second Sunday. It is a premieres hop, so you can hop through all the videos, watch them. If you're there at the time that they go on premiere, you can talk in the chat. This group have been in now for 2 years, and we've had a video hop every Monday, and so this is one of those. They always have themes. One of the themes this time was sunshine. Another one was Frida Kahlo. I figured a lot of people would be doing that one. Um, However, I did think that Frida liked animals, and so I decided to do an animal. And then I was thinking about sunshine and hot and how the sunshine bleaches everything out. And then I got this idea. I've been messing around with these neon paints because in another group that I run called Art Joy of Sharing, our theme this month is neon pop. And so been using different products that are fluorescent. That's the whole idea. And I was just wondering if you make a neon paint, which these are all fluorescent paints from Liquitex, they're heavy body uh, acrylic paint that I'm painting with today. If you make it pastel, if you make it a tint, if you tint it with titanium white, mixing your own color, is it still a neon? Is it still a fluorescent? And the only way I'd be able to figure that out is if I had a black light and I put the black light and see if it was actually going to fluoresce, which is why it's called fluorescent. I don't have a black light, but I was looking on Pinterest at this one artist and her art. Her name is Megan Carn, Carn, and she does a lot of pet portraits. I think she maybe even does commissions of pet portraits. I'm not sure, but she likes to make colorful paintings. And as I was looking at the different art that she had on Pinterest, which I like to do that at night. I just kind of scroll through and see what people are doing, and I get onto a tangent. And oftentimes it's I like to look at animal art because that's a subject that I like. And so, yeah, I saw these and I thought, I wonder if that's what she does. If she uses the fluorescent paints and mixes them with white. So anyway, these are how these these paths that I go down. So this is my attempt at mixing fluorescent colors with titanium white to make pastel fluorescent colors, pastel neons. Those two words don't seem to go together, neon on pastel. But so anyway, this is my junk journal. This is literally a journal, a book that I made myself out of junk mail. Junk that was just laying around on my desk, envelopes, printed things that I no longer needed, just whatever, old cards, just stuff that is going to be thrown away. I made my own signatures and I sewed it together in using some type of a food box as the covering that, sewing it all together to make a junk journal. And I think it's a fun way to upcycle and make, less waste and make something that you can use. My idea being daily art journaling. However, I've really, really gotten off track. I did ATCs all last month, artist trading cards, so I have not junk journaled now for at least a month. I was trying to do it every morning as kind of an exercise in staying calm and preparing for the day, and just trying to reduce stress in my life. I have a lot of stress, so that's what this book was made for. But the result of a junk journal is that you end up with pages that are not the same size. So in this case, these two, one of them is an envelope. Like it's obviously folded over because of the signatures. You fold everything in half, but the right side is an envelope. The left side is, I'm not even sure what at this point. It might have just been like a piece of paper that had something printed on it that I needed at one point and didn't need anymore. The other thing about it is that you end up with paper that's not, the best thing that you could possibly have in your art journal. I like to work on either mixed media paper or watercolor paper, because both of those papers are designed to be abused. And since I'm a mixed media artist, those are the papers I prefer. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to go buy something new every time you run out of an art journal. You can absolutely make one of these, and there's on my channel here. There's videos for how to make these journals. So I put out all the fluorescent colors I had in the little fluorescent heavy body set, plus some titanium white. I have a small flat paintbrush, and I am just trying to think of the cool colors, which would be the blue and the green, of course mixed with white to make a pastel, as the shadowy areas, or the under areas of the cat's fur. And then the other colors are like in particular the fluorescent yellow. Those are the highlights. I decided to put some flowers in the background because I had plenty of paint out. I mean, I just put a little dot of paint, but I still had so much paint. I ended up using it with some stencils on some scratch paper for collage paper later, because I don't ever like to waste it. But I am just going through and using the fluorescent pink, the fluorescent red, the fluorescent orange, and making the cat into a tabby. This cat's laying out in the sunshine on a summer day. You know, cats like to lay in the sunshine, even if they're inside. If there's a window with a ray of sun coming in, they'll go and lay right in the middle of the ray of it. Dogs will do that too sometimes. But yeah, that's what this kitty's doing, just chilling, laying around like a loaf, and the tail is curled around it, just like cats do. They like to lay around. So then my second layer here is an ink tints pencil by Derwent. These are water reactive pencils, but the unique thing about the ink tints pencil is that once you've activated it with water and it's dry, it's no longer going to be reactivated with water. So it's a fun thing to use with mixed media. And I think that pencils over the top of acrylic work really well when you want to add some detail. So I picked out the one called Charcoal Gray. So it's not quite black, because I got all these pastel colors going, but I want some illustration lines. I want some contrast, so that you can really see that's what it is. It's a cat. It's coming up off the real pastel background, because before I put the lines on, it was all kind of one tone, and so it really didn't have enough contrast. So I put in just like, really fast lines. I am blending them and activating them with a water brush, and just, making them kind of smear and run a little bit. And then the last thing I did was just add in some bright white with a acrylic paint pen. This is a Posca pen, has acrylic ink in it. Around the eyes, cats often have like very white, almost like their eyes are circled with white coal or something. So I put that in just from a little bit more contrast, and I did some scribbly white lines around my flowers in the background. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment or question below, subscribe to my channel. Of course, you can go and watch all the other videos using the links below my video. That's it for me. Thanks. Bye-bye.